Norma downgraded to a tropical storm in Mexico as Hurricane Tammy leaves Barbuda. Tourists emerge in Los Cabos, Mexico, where no major damage was reported. Work to restore power to Barbuda was continuing. Mexico. Norma was downgraded to a tropical storm Sunday as it moved into mainland Mexico, while Hurricane Tammy left the Caribbean island of Barbuda with minor damage. Once a Category 4 hurricane, Norma came ashore Saturday as a Category 1 near the Pacific resort of Los Cabos at the southern tip of Mexico's Baja California peninsula. In Barbuda, tens of thousands were left without power there before Tammy made landfall hours later at the same strength. Norma's winds, although weakened, continue to cause damage as the storm moved northeast, crossing the Gulf of California toward the Mexico mainland in the Sinaloa state. Schools there will be closed on Monday, and 120 shelters were opened, the government said in its official social media. Norma was about 120 miles west of Culiacan and about 65 miles south-southwest of Los Mochis. The storm is moving northeastward across the Gulf of California with maximum sustained winds of 60 miles per hour. Expects that heavy rains from Norma will continue affecting Sinaloa at least until Monday, and also some parts of the southern area of Baja California. It warned of flooding and mudslides. In Los Cabos, fallen trees blocked some streets, but with no major damage, tourists began to emerge, some with the intention of leaving. But to the north, there was no flying out of La Paz, the capital of Baja California Sur. It was hit with so much rain that the airport remained closed. Streams of water with logs, dirt, and garbage crossed many of the highways, so many entrances to the city were blocked. Elements of the security forces made rounds looking for people in need of help. In the city's bay, 400 people remained on a ship that was transporting them from Sinaloa to Baja California Sur and was caught in the storm. They have not been able to get off the ferry because the port is still closed, said Santiago George Morgado, commander of the 4th Naval Region in La Paz. By midday Sunday, Baja California Sur authorities had not reported any fatalities and mentioned only that an Argentinian tourist had been injured. The main damage was to boats, 3 of which sank, said Morgado. The Mexican Navy said it has 5,000 Marines deployed to attend to the states affected by Norma, with ships, helicopters, trucks, food, water, and first aid. Meanwhile, Antigua and Barbuda escaped with no reported injuries from Hurricane Tammy. A late and sudden shift spared the mainland from a direct hit, but left the sister island in line for the system's full force during the late-night hours on Saturday. The hurricane made landfall on the 62-square-mile island at approximately 9:15 p.m. on Saturday, with heavy rain and winds as high as 92 miles per hour. The storm knocked down some power lines, triggered an island-wide blackout, and caused minor damage to a few homes. However, no major infrastructural damage was reported. Tammy hit as the memory and trauma of Hurricane Irma, a Category 5 storm that razed the island in 2017, remained foremost in the minds of Barbudans. Mainland Antigua fared much better, as only a few broken branches and broken utility lines were reported. Acting electricity manager for the country's lone utility company, Lyndon Francis, could not yet put a timeline on restoration work in Barbuda and the few communities in Antigua that lost power during the storm. Crews were out assessing the damage, he said.
Madame la présidente là, moi-même pour ça qui j'ai tiré là. Madame la présidente là, il veut pas faire là pour que tout là évacuer. Vous voyez? Yeah, moi-même à tout là, regarde, vous êtes là. Yeah. Voici pas passer là encore. Voici pas passer là. Vous voyez? Eh bien là, si on commence à gérer, on va même pas installer là.